students. Welcome back to English Classes Online. My name is Benjamin, and in today's video, we are going to look at adverb phrases in English and how to use them correctly. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure you click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video goes live on the channel, you will be notified instantly. Let's dive into the lesson right away. First of all, what is an adverb phrase? An adverb phrase, or an adverbial phrase, if you like, is a group of words that does the work of an adverb in a sentence. You know that an adverb is a single word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So whenever you have a group of two or more words doing the work of an adverb, that is an adverb phrase, all right? And this means that an adverbial phrase modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, just like an adverb. And so adverb phrases express a number of ideas. They provide information and provide answers to questions such as when, where, why, how, or to what extent, or how often something happens. All right? So let's now dive into other aspects of this lesson and look at the formation and examples of adverb phrases, all right? So now a quick look at the formation and examples of adverb phrases. Any of the following structures can form an adverbial phrase. The first one is a group of words with an adverb as the head word, all right? And we can look at some specific examples. The driver was very seriously injured. The word very seriously is actually the adverb phrase formed by that structure. So you can see very seriously injured. So here you have a combination of two adverbs, very and seriously, giving us an adverb phrase. The driver was very seriously injured. Now, when you look at the word injured, you discover that very seriously is giving us additional information about, the injury, the degree of the injury sustained. And then example I, it rained very heavily. Now, the adverb phrase here is very heavily. It rained very heavily last night, all right? So that is the adverb phrase. Now, let's move on to the next examples, all right? Now, another grammatical structure that can form an adverb phrase is a noun phrase. So you are looking at a situation where you have different grammatical structures forming an adverb phrase. So you can have a noun phrase that is structurally a noun phrase, but functionally it is actually an adverb phrase. So let's look at specific examples of a noun phrase constituting an adverb phrase. All right. So example I will travel to Enugu next week. So here you have, I will travel to Enugu next week. So let's look at this. The group of words next week is actually a noun phrase. Structurally, or as a grammatical structure is a noun phrase, but it is functioning here as an adverb phrase of time. If you say, I will travel to Enugu, and the listener asks, when are you traveling to Enugu? You say, next week. So next week is an adverb phrase of time. It tells us when the journey will take place. Then example, Okon arrived from London last night. Again, you see the group of words last night is a noun phrase structurally, but functionally, it is an adverb phrase of time as well, because it tells us when Okon arrived from London. If you say Okon arrived from London and the listener wants to know when exactly he arrived, then you can say last night. Okay, so let's continue. The next grammatical structure that can function as an is a prepositional phrase. All right. And so let's look at specific examples of prepositional phrases functioning exactly as adverb phrases. Now, example I, the boy ran into the house. Now, into the house is the prepositional phrase that forms an adverb phrase. It's an adverb phrase of place because it tells us exactly where the boy ran. Where did the boy run to? The boy ran into the house. Example, the thief hid behind the wall. Behind the wall is a prepositional phrase that forms an adverb phrase. So we are looking at adverb phrase as a grammatical functional unit that can be formed by various grammatical structures. All right, we can see a combination of adverbs forming an adverb phrase. We can see a noun phrase forming an adverb phrase, and here we can see a prepositional phrase forming an adverb phrase. And so we are going to look at more examples of grammatical structures that can form adverb phrases. All right. And so the next one is two nouns joined by and. Two nouns joined by and. All right. And so example, we have examples. Example I, it rained cats and dogs. So you can see this grammatical structure here, cats and dogs. Of course, it is an idiomatic expression, if you like, all right, because it expresses an idiomatic meaning. So the expression cats and dogs, which is idiomatic, an idiomatic expression, actually constitutes an adverb phrase whose meaning is very heavily. It rained very heavily. Yeah, and when we use this expression, it rained cats and dogs. So the group of words cats and dogs form an adverb phrase. And we have a second example in I. Okonkwo worked heart and soul in order to succeed. Now, heart and soul is also an idiomatic expression, and it forms an adverb phrase whose meaning is earnestly or hard. Okonkwo worked hard or worked industriously or worked energetically, all right, in order to succeed. So that is exactly what it is. So let's now move on to the next example. Now we have two adjectives joined by and, forming an adverb phrase as well. For example, the robbers beat the man blue and black. Now, the expression blue and black, which is also idiomatic, forms an adverb phrase, and it means that the robbers beat the man mercilessly. If someone is beaten blue and black, he or she is beaten mercilessly. Then example I, the boy won the contest fair and square. Fair and square is another expression that forms an adverb phrase, and the meaning is by fair means or honestly. The boy won the contest honestly. Fair and square is a group of words which is an idiomatic expression, but it forms an adverb phrase because we have defined an adverb phrase as a group of words that does the work of an adverb in a sentence. So, and we have this group of words performing the work of an adverb, all right? For example, if you say the boy won the contest and someone says, how did he win? Did he win dishonestly or honestly? You say, well, he won honestly. He won the contest fair and square. So that is an adverb phrase. All right. So again, let's erase this and go to the next slide. So here we want to look at types of adverb phrases in order to round off this lesson. There are different types of adverb phrases, and let's look at them one by one. Now, the first type of adverb phrase is an adverb phrase of place, and one example is in Lagos. This is a prepositional phrase, but functionally, as earlier explained, it forms an adverb phrase. For example, they live in Lagos. Now, how do we know it's an adverb phrase of place? It provides answer to the question where. If you say they live, someone may ask you, where do they live? They live in Lagos. So in Lagos, it's an adverb phrase of place because it tells us where they live. Then we have the adverb phrase of time. For example, on Monday, it's an adverb phrase of time. For example, schools will resume on Monday. How do we know it's an adverb phrase of time? We know that because, of course, it tells us the time. Because it tells us the time. When will schools resume? Schools will resume on Monday. So that is an adverb phrase of time, all right? Then the next type of adverb phrase is adverb phrase of manner. For example, with care. Now, with care is an adverb phrase of manner. It provides answer to the question how. For example, handle the carton with care. Now, with care provides answer to the question how. If you say handle the carton, how will I handle the carton? Handle the carton with care, all right? Now, we can replace with care with a single adverb, such as carefully. Handle the carton carefully, all right? Now, the next type of adverb phrase is adverb phrase of frequency. For example, all the time. An adverb phrase of frequency tells us how often or how many times or how frequently something happens. And so, if you say, for example, they are together all the time is an adverb phrase of frequency because it tells us how often they are together. They are together all the time, all right? And this is where we are going to draw the curtain on today's video. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you did, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends and relations, all right? We have been looking at adverb phrases in English, and how to use them correctly. And of course, if you have any of your friends or associates who is going to sit for any English exam in the near future, such as the West African Senior School Certificate Examination or any other school certificate examination or any English exam in which the candidates will be tested in terms of their knowledge of English grammar, then of course this video will be useful to them. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Find time and browse through the description section, and you will find links to different ebooks that might be useful to you. One of them is completely free of charge, and it is the PDF ebook that gives you complete explanation of the basic units of English grammar. If you are interested in it, click on the link and you will download the PDF ebook free of charge. You will also find the ebook on Good Success in English, a complete study package for effective English learning. If you are interested in it, you click on the link and obtain a copy. There are other ebooks in the description section. Whichever one you are interested in, you click on the link. This is exactly where we bring this lesson to an end. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of today's episode. And I want to emphasize that I am sincerely grateful to all of you out there who have given this channel your massive support, which is why we have been able to go beyond the 5,000 subscribers mark. And of course, I am organizing a free masterclass to help those who might want to do what I am doing on this channel. You will find in the description section a link, to more information about that free masterclass. And of course, you can participate in it and learn how you can set up your own online teaching business if you are interested in that. So I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Goodbye for now and remain blessed. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video.